Who's ready for a Disney haul? Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, my name is Lizzie and I am a Disney Plush collector from the UK, and back in June I went to Disneyland Paris. The vlogs have only just gone up, so I am here to end that particular vlog series with a haul. Now sometimes I do lead with it, but I had recently done a Disney Cruise Line haul, so I thought I would put the vlogs first and then end with the haul so that you don't get like haul fatigue from me or anything. So I managed to fill 2 bags, but I still don't feel like I got a lot because a lot of the things I already had. For example, some of my birthday presents from my friends Joe and Andy were 30th anniversary items. I've had some 30th anniversary items picked up, such as the Spirit jersey that I'm wearing, and I'm so glad I did because they didn't actually have it when I went. So I wouldn't have this Spirit jersey if it wasn't for Caro Magical Store. I also have the Loading Spirit jersey. I have the limited edition plush, which you will see in the vlogs. They had in abundance. So I shouldn't have paid over what they cost. I should have just waited. But if I didn't wait, I can bet that they wouldn't have had them. So it doesn't really matter. But I didn't buy that much on account of already having most of the 30th things I wanted. There was quite a lot of stocking issues. There were things I wanted they just didn't have, unfortunately. And I also didn't take much money on account of the fact that just like 5 weeks before I'd been to Walt Disney World and spent a lot of money in Walt Disney World. If you didn't see the Walt Disney World haul, I will leave a card up above. So I was trying to do quite a light trip, but I still don't feel like I did that. So let's get into the haul. So first off, I was buying the 30th anniversary reusable bags. I really like these. They do rip quite easily though. My cruise line ones have ripped. I think they were about €2 or €3. They weren't bad at all. I did get a couple of free things. I always pick up maps, and the 30th ones are really pretty. And when we checked in, I also asked for 2 buttons, so one for me and one for my mum. I did buy quite a few food items this trip, which did cause a problem when it came to packing because they were quite bulky. First thing I got some for me and I got some for Joe, are my favourite milk chocolate squares. I don't buy the boxes because they have dark chocolate in as well, but I did buy those for work and they are already gone. I think they lasted a matter of days, but these are the ones I buy myself. There's about 72 pieces in here, so I will run out of this quite quickly. So what I'll say is, if anyone ever wants to get me like a birthday gift and they're going to Disneyland Paris before my birthday, get me some of these bad boys. And then I had to get myself a biscuit tin because I've got the 25th anniversary one, so I wanted the 30th to match. So this is the 30th biscuit tin. I haven't opened the biscuits yet. I will do that as soon as the video's over. But I just really love it. It's a really good size and I love the 30th design. And then finally, these are all gone. But we got the chocolate tin. My mum is going to keep this one. And it had a mix of milk, dark and white chocolate in there. And then I got quite a lot of pins. They are in my long story short I survived pouch that Jodie and Laura got for me. I just find it's easier to keep them all in a pouch. And it actually just reminded me that I also got this reusable shopper bag in the 30th print as well. I'm just going to keep this in my car for if I ever need a bag and I don't have it. I also got a new pin lanyard because I have lost mine. So I'm going to get this ready for the next time I go on a trip. I got the Small World one. There's a little 1, 2, 3 on pin trading. I don't actually pin trade from the lanyard usually, but I am hoping now I've bought another one, the one I've lost turns up, because my favourite pins are on that lanyard, so it needs to show up. But I bought that. And then this pin was picked up for me by my best friend Eleanor because she went the week before me, and I honestly thought it would sell out before I got there. It didn't, but I didn't pay any more. I actually paid less because she's got an annual pass and I haven't. So she got me the 30th anniversary castle pin. So I already had Goofy, and Goofy was the one I most wanted alongside the castle, so I'm really happy that I've got both the pins I wanted. However, I did also see this pin, and because I've got the 25th spinner, I had to get the 30th spinner as well, and I just absolutely love it. You've got Mickey, Minnie, Donald and Goofy on it. I just think it's gorgeous. And then if you remember my last Disneyland Paris haul from when we went in November, and if you don't, I will leave a card up above. They had recently released a Snow White set and I couldn't find Dopey or Grumpy anywhere, and then on the very last day I found one singular Dopey and I had just enough money to buy it, so that's what I did. So Joe and Andy took us to a pin shop that's only open on weekends, and they had Grumpy, so I have now got Grumpy and Dopey. I'm not that fussed about getting the rest, to be honest. I will usually only seek out Dopey and Grumpy because it's just too much money to buy all 7 dwarfs and Snow White, but I'm really happy to have Grumpy. And then also in that haul I got a Goofy Phantom Manor pin, and then later on my friend got me the Stitch pin, which I don't think I showed in a haul, but they had them this time, so I got one for my best friend Rach, and it's Stitch in front of the singing heads. So I already have this one. Megan picked it up for me, but I knew Rachel wanted it, so I picked it up for her. But then because I had those two and I was missing one, I got the final one to complete that set, which is Chip and Dale, and it says Phantom Manor, and they are looking into Madame Leota's crystal ball, and I just absolutely adore it. And then also in that haul I picked up a Goofy Pirates of the Caribbean pin, and they had the other two this time. So I've got Stitch as a pirate. Obviously Stitch is going to be a theme because I've got a new dog called Stitch and I just love getting Stitch things, but I'm really happy with this pin. And then I got the Chip and Dale pin where they are in the jail, and I just absolutely love it. And then the final 3 I think are a complete set, but I'm not 100% sure. As you may or may not know from the lanyard or just knowing me in general, I absolutely love It's a Small World. So I had to get the Chip and Dale England set, and then I got the Goofy Italy pin, and I got the Stitch French pin, and I just adore them. They are amazing. And then I'm going to go on to clothing, because even though I already have both Spirit jerseys, I did get quite a lot. So on the last day I was really cold because I had asked my mum to put my Spirit jersey into her backpack because it obviously wouldn't fit in my Loungefly backpack, and she put it in her suitcase. So she said she would buy me this hoodie to keep me warm, although it did get warm. So she said she would get me this hoodie that I really wanted. I'd commented a few times that it would make a great dog walking jacket. So me, Joe and Andy headed to Big Thunder Mountain, and my mum headed to the Emporium to get this for me. And then when we got stuck, she was just sat on a bench holding my hoodie, and I was like, I need it, I'm so cold. But she got me the Stitch hoodie, so it says S for Stitch, and then it's got 626 on the arm. And then on the back you've got Stitch, and it actually says Stitch as well, and it says Disneyland Paris, and I just love it because it's embroidered and it's really good quality, and I've been using it to take the dog out in the garden at the moment. And then Disneyland Paris Pride was the weekend before we went, and I was really worried that they wouldn't have the merchandise, but luckily they did. It was just only in studios at the time because that's where Pride was, but I believe after I left they also put it in Disneyland Park. So the one thing I wanted the most, although I do have some other Pride things I'll show you, was the Spirit jersey. So it's a rainbow Disneyland Paris on the back and a rainbow Mickey on the front. The lettering is thinner, but I'm hoping it won't crack as easily as the original one did. But I just can't wait to wear it. It's absolutely amazing. And I got it in a large because I like them big at the moment. They did have everything still, so they still had the Loungefly, they still had a lot of the Spirit jersey, but I was really worried I wouldn't be able to get it, so I'm really glad I got it. And then the next Spirit jersey was actually picked up by Eleanor the week before because it released when she was there, and I really didn't think they would still have it when I went, but it turns out they did. So Disneyland Paris, when it first opened 30 years ago in 1992, was called Euro Disney, and I personally believe that it should still be called Euro Disney because I personally hate it when someone calls it Disneyland instead of Disneyland Paris, because when I went to Disneyland in California, I shouldn't even have to say that, everyone thought I meant Disneyland Paris, and I was like, if I was going to Disneyland Paris I would say Disneyland Paris because that's what it's called. It's Disneyland Paris and Disneyland Resort, but you should really just be able to say Disneyland and people will know the difference. So I would rather it be called Euro Disney so that there's no confusion, because it just really gets on my nerves. It's a bit like calling Walt Disney World Disney World, but don't get me started on that. So she got me the Euro Disney spirit jersey, so it actually goes across the arm, which is very strange. But it's primary colours, it's got a massive Mickey on the front, and I just can't wait to wear it. I'm a bit scared of the colours running because they are so bright and there's like white panelling at the bottom that it could all run onto. But I cannot thank Eleanor enough for getting this for me, and again, she let me use her discount. They also had a bucket hat in this collection, which I obviously didn't get because I got a bucket hat from Walt Disney World, but my mum got it and it's adorable. So we were matchy-matchy and I think it really suits her, and obviously it goes really well with the spirit jersey. So I just got two more little items from this collection. So the first one is already on my backpack, and it's the Euro Disney keyring, which I really loved. It was only about €6. So it says Euro Disney in red on the one side and it says 1992 on the blue side. And I thought it went really nice with this bag, so I've just popped it on there. And then you guys know I'm not an ear person, but I saw these and I just had to have them. I just love that the bow has all these different buildings on it, and it says Euro Disney 1992, and it's got a very retro Sorcerer Mickey. They're just really, really pretty. And these feel like they won't hurt as much as previous ears I've bought as well. So now that I've shown you all the clothing, let's show you the plush, because I didn't actually buy that much. I found they only really had like the super generic, would be sold in a Disney store if we still had Disney stores kind of stock. Plus they had some cuddlies and some dreams. If anybody wants these Stitch cuddlies, for the love of God, go to Disneyland Paris, because they have so many and I'm constantly being asked when Shop Disney will get them. They might not, so if you can find a pickup person who is willing to get that Stitch for you, then get it from there, because they still have loads even though you can't get them anywhere else. So I only got a couple of things. The first thing I got was the Remy from the ride outside Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. I absolutely love him, he's so cute. I seem to be getting a Remy collection now, but I don't mind at all. And then I'm pretty sure I don't have this one in my Pua collection, but I could be wrong. And it is the baby blanket Pua. I've bought it now, I've took the tag off, it doesn't matter if I do already have it, but I'm pretty sure I don't. He's just absolutely adorable, and you guys know how much I love Pua. And then because we stayed in the Hotel Cheyenne, and I absolutely love these plushes, I got a little bullseye to commemorate staying in the Toy Story Hotel, and he's just so cute. I love these. They're like €10. They're so cheap. They're about the size of a new emo, but new emos are like double the price of that. And he's just so sweet. And then I got two new emos outfits which were for Pride. So Mickey's currently wearing one. This is the Disneyland Paris Pride spirit jersey for new emos. I'm a bit gutted that they didn't do one to actually match the spirit jersey we got this year, but I do really love this, and I wouldn't be mad if we got this spirit jersey for humans next year. They did actually bring it to Shop Disney UK with a London variant, and I think you could get a Walt Disney World one, but I wanted Disneyland Paris, and at the time I went to Disneyland Paris they weren't available in the UK anyway. And then I got this little outfit as well that's like a shell suit, do they call them? And a little shirt, and it's got the Pride flag, and I just absolutely love it. And these are only €13, which I don't think is that bad. It's probably the equivalent of what it is over here, which is like $9.95. But I'm really glad I managed to get them, because I didn't think Shop Disney UK were going to get them, because yet again they didn't release on the first Monday of the month like they're supposed to. So that was my Disneyland Paris haul. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did, and comment down below what your favourite item was. For me, I think it was the Pride Spirit jersey, personally. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on Tuesday for another video. Bye friends!